Welcome to Ridge Rundown, episode number 5. We have a special guest with us today and some other fun stuff. But first, an important notice.
Don't skip ahead to these videos, all right? I've noticed it. We've seen you. I see what you're doing. You want to get all the cool challenges, earn some prizes, go to the prize wheel. But don't skip ahead, okay? Not the guest, sorry. But this week, we need you to pay attention to the video because the challenge this week is actually going to be if you can recall some random things from the video throughout the video. We're gonna post the questions at the very end and see if you can answer those things.
So you have to pay attention to this week's video to get the prize.
That's right. Okay, AG, how about a recap from this Sunday?
Okay, we read from Exodus chapter 3, which is talking about Moses and the burning bush. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of the fire within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. So Moses thought, I will go over and see this strange sight, why the bush does not burn up. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to the bush, God called to him within the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And Moses said, Here I am. So we asked you to think on what it would have been like to be there, no myth or no cartoon in reality. We're talking about God's real voice here.
Yeah, so we asked that and asked you to think about that before we read it, and then asked you to talk about that in groups. What were some of the things you heard in discussion?
Well, my group came up with at first we'd be frightened and scared, but once we knew it was God, we wouldn't fear anymore, knowing that He's with us.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you know that it just hit me, seriously, right now, all this time I've ever read that, it just hit me that Moses wasn't scared that the bush was on fire.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to go check that out. Like, I think that's a funny way to put it. Let me go see that bush. And then he got over there, and then he heard God's voice. That had to be pretty scary once he heard it. It's important to note that God makes it clear that this is holy ground. In a sense, he kind of demands reverence in this situation. But at the same time, he ends up giving Moses, if you continue to read the story, that chapter where we read last night, he gives Moses a very personal name to call him by, Yahweh. And at this point in the Bible, God has never gone by an actual name. It's just been God. So he gave him an actual personal name. So Moses, it was a very scary, would have been a scary moment. God really reassures him. But I challenged everybody to go home and continue thinking about, how big God is and truly this gift that we've been given to have a relationship with him. It's not something to take granted.
We have a special guest with us, Sullivan from Good Samaritan Ministry. Spencer, can you tell us a little bit about what Good Samaritan is?
Yes, Good Samaritan Ministries is an organization of 10 local churches that come together to provide food, clothing, and emergency financial assistance to those in need in our local communities.
So how is our youth group going to be helping on March 31st?
At the end of each month, the final Saturday in each month, is the time that we distribute food and clothing. We ask everyone to come to the shelter up in Stokesdale, and your role will be to help carry those 30-pound boxes of food that have been packed up out to the cars of those who come to show up. So you need to be ready to work.
Awesome. That sounds great. Hey, can you tell us, you said there's 10 different churches together. Yes. What are the 10 churches?
The churches are primarily local Methodist churches. We have Oak Springs Missionary Baptist Church among them. We have Stokesdale Christian, but the others are Bethel, Flat Rock. I can't remember all of them, but we can get the list if you want.
Okay, well, that's cool. So you may end up having some friends that have helped with this ministry before through their church. So that's a pretty cool thing to think of. And actually, all of our canned goods from the Super Bowl party, or Super Bowl carrying day, went to Good Samaritan Ministries. So they were very thankful that the Rams brought in so many cans, even though the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
So that's good.
Yes, that was great.
Right. Random question.
Yes.
Can you just think of any pet that you've owned in your life and give me a name of one of those pets?
We used to raise golden retrievers, so I got lots of names and lots of pets. But my first dog was actually a Cocker Spaniel. and we called him Squeaky.
Squeaky. Okay.
Because he didn't bark very well.
Okay. That's nice. Okay. Awesome. A little bit of trivia there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you being here with us today. And again, that's on March the 30th. We need everybody here about 8:20, if that's okay, if you'd like to go. Make sure you send a message to me if you're going to sign up to go and be a part of what Spencer just talked to us about. Great ministry to help out with.
Next up, what everybody has been waiting on, where is the mission trip going to be for high school?
High schoolers are going to go right here. In case you're wondering what this is, that's actually New Orleans, and we're not going. Yeah, we're not going to New Orleans except for maybe on our free day. We're going to the New Orleans area, but yeah, we're going to go to Louisiana for our high school mission trip. We're going to be working with Project Epworth. Which I've actually done with my youth group from Tennessee a few times. It is going to be a lot of construction-related work and home repair work. I'll just give you an idea of what I've done with them before. I've done everything from simple stuff like painting and trim work to houses that were just being finished to some gutting and some other things like that. We felt like this was important because we here in North Carolina just got hit with Hurricane Florence and last year, and it won't be as long of a recovery as Katrina, but I really thought it would be neat for everybody to see how long it takes for especially a big city to recover from something like that. It's been 15 years since Katrina hit. When we get, it'd be good for us to kind of get an idea about, and because they've been doing mission work there for a long time, the mission centers are very well set up to handle groups and stuff. So anyway, we're looking forward to doing that. There'll be a little bit of community service involved in that too, but we're going to have a great time. We'll drive down there. We'll stay at this incredible mission center. We'll eat some local food. We'll even get to go on a couple tours. That's going to include a swamp tour because the Honey Island Swamp is just something you can't pass up when you go there, and a lot of other fun stuff. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be a great opportunity for you to learn some skills in service with other people and for other people. Yeah, does that sound cool to you?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Excited about it?
Excited.
So thanks for everybody's patience on that. All right, so okay, what about errors and omissions, Anna Grace?
Well, we missed last week talking about the Easter egg hunt Saturday, April the 13th at 10 a.m. Come on out and help with it. And Harrison forgot to give the award to the most creative green get-up.
Yeah, we were going to have everybody vote last night on the most creative green get-up at the party. But, you know, it was just so much fun. The St. Patrick's Day party ended up being so much fun, and everybody seemed to do pretty good. Jed ended up giving away his nice glowing thing, so he kind of took himself out of the race by giving that to Isabella. And then Avery Retmeyer, she's already won a prize, so she's kind of like not up for one, but she was pretty decked out too. There was a lot of you guys did an awesome job.
Did you say there was a birthday in your family today?
Yes, there's a birthday in my family. It is my firstborn's birthday today. That's right, my chocolate lab, Hitch. It's his birthday. He is 13 years old today. So I remember it because it's the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Remember, the website is oakridgeumc.org/youth, and keep up with us there for the next week's Ridge Rundown show and for other newly released dates.
Peace. All right, awesome. Thanks. I'll probably...
Fun stuff and some... It didn't go.
What?
It didn't go. Okay. Like it was still stuck on the first one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Welcome to Ridge.
Don't skip ahead. All right, don't skip ahead. We see what you got. You gotta laugh about this.
Okay.
You can't just look serious because you're like, wait, what? Harrison's behind this.
Okay.
Actually, start from. I don't know what you're. I'm assuming you were.